Perseveres, and it's This Week in Disney for November 7th to November 13th.
There we go.
Yes.
Well into the grateful month. Month of the turkey. Start running turkeys.
Right, but so many people I have seen, not just like Disney or parks people, but people all over have started celebrating Christmas, put up their Christmas stuff already.
Oh, yes.
And I love the feuding of holidays and Thanksgiving. Poor Thanksgiving always doesn't feel like it gets enough attention.
Right.
On the day, everybody does Thanksgiving. I mean, you gotta have a feast, right?
We've only made it into Hollywood Studios really thus far for the Christmas decorations, but very festive there on all the lampposts, and it's really great. You can already feel significant cheer.
Oh, and they had the bulbs in
the water around
the lake, and I'm sure the tree's already up.
But we were just so preoccupied with Phantasmic.
Yes,
and it's returned.
It has returned. It's really exciting. We do have a video up. If you haven't watched it, go check out that. And
just
it was
shot on the iPhone,
fun.
not on our Canon.
Right.
Because we weren't really anticipating doing it, and then we just got swept away that it had to happen.
Right, because the reason why we did and we put it up was because the crowd was just amazing. And so we'd encourage you guys to watch that, check it out. Just like putting it on in the background and listening to people screaming. I mean, they were just so happy. I don't think there was a person, and that place was packed. I don't think there was one person there that didn't really want to be there.
Yeah. Yes, everyone was well intended to be there on a Wednesday night.
Yeah. And because we were there for opening, the regular opening, we didn't make it to any other previews.
We didn't do any of the cast member previews.
Right.
Which sometimes that we do because of good friends that we really appreciate. But.
Yeah, and that's really great to do. But we are really excited that we got to do this with so many people, and it was just so magical. The energy was amazing. The cast members were excited. The guests were excited. I'm sure there was stress, with the park and how many people were there. I'm sure cast members and everything were a little bit worried. But
especially those like earning their ears.
So well, like there wasn't. I don't know. I know sometimes things happen at Disney that are crazy, but I feel like you had so many people there and it went really well.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah.
It was.
I mean,
it was.
The wave going across the whole thing, like there was a significant, like high level skill level wave operation.
Yeah, with we did slow motion wave. We did faster waves, and the iPhone or the lights on people's cell phones. Yeah, there was a lot of fun.
Probably a missed merch opportunity. Like we need more Phantasmic merch. Like I ended up like getting a wand, like just to like be able to light up and enjoy, and to have something that was purchased on the day of, just because that's what was there. I wanted some memento that was purchased the day of the return. Yeah. So I added a new one.
We're just really grateful we did it. Sometimes you may think to yourself, oh, I don't want to deal with the crowds. I don't want to deal with an opening. But, there's something wonderful about being with people who want to be at something and have that attitude and excitement that you just don't get on any other day. So,
well, and I said to you that
not to make more people go, but I'm
just saying
it can be very magical and wonderful.
And I said that night, like that honestly is the reason why we moved here. I mean, we had a life in Illinois. And we did move here for once in a lifetime experiences at Disney World, and another one got delivered.
Yeah, we are really grateful. But that was our last week in Disney. Yeah. But we're going to get into this week in Disney history and talk about some cool things and iconic opening things that happened.
And lives.
Yeah, definitely. Always. So starting out November 7th, 1872, quite a ways back. Actress Lucille Verne is born in Nashville, Tennessee.
Love that name.
So obviously she was born in 1872. She went through, the whole era, of stage to silent film to speaking and so forth. And so, like I said, she was born in Tennessee. She started out as a child actress way back then, so she did a lot. But she made it to Broadway. She was in a lot of Broadway productions, Uncle Tom's Cabin, 7 Days, and Way Down East. And then she was actually, her biggest stage role was Kegel in the hit play Sun Up.
Okay.
So that was really cool. But you would know her so well as the evil queen, or the villain, in Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, so their first film. So that makes a lot of sense with her being born in 1872 and so forth. So she was a phenomenal actress. Like, she could do so many different voices and play so many different characters. So she could, that's why she was so good at the evil queen. But she could be really sarcastic and funny as well. She just had a lot of acting ability and range as an actress.
And command.
Yeah, exactly.
Command.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's so iconic that she was the
queen?
Yeah, because, you know...
We still hear that. I mean, Phantasmic, she's very much present.
Right,
in Phantasmic,
exactly.
And the voice is essential.
Exactly. She could be cunning as well, and even play like vengeful roles.
Oh, wicked.
And not a lot of, I mean, those kind of actors are not easy to come by.
Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of inner, you know,
strength,
thought and emotion and
to be
smarts.
typecast that way. Be
Yeah,
that
definitely. So when she
to be the person people are going to fear.
Yeah, so she's the evil queen, and obviously the old hag as well that, you know, gives Snow White the apple. So this was her last film that she was in. And when she passed away, actually in 1945, you know, she was buried in Inglewood Park Cemetery. She was in an unmarked grave for 75 years.
Wow.
I don't really understand how that happened.
Maybe so that she wasn't, so she could be in peace.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, fans of her actually looked up where she was buried, and they actually did a collection to give her a proper like stone and everything. So I'm so glad for that. That's what's beautiful about fans.
Yes.
You know, they make things right sometimes.
Right?
This was right. She
Many
deserved
times.
that.
I think
Absolutely.
the last 20 years have shown us.
Yeah, so I just thought that was a beautiful thing to bring up. Disney fans can be really good. I don't know if it's 100% Disney fans that made it happen, but I'm kind of assuming, I mean, she's really, really well known, and I'm thinking people who are Disney fans probably went looking for the voice of the evil queen and so forth to commemorate her. But yes, that was Lucille Verne. Then moving on, same day.
How's that, giving all of that to the evil queen? I mean, really, it's villainous.
I think she was...
Holding on to Halloween, are we?
Oh, sorry. Just a little bit. Okay, and then moving on to 2014. I'm sure all of y'all remembered Big Hero 6 was released that day.
How can I forget? My favorite mug. My Baymax mug.
Oh my goodness.
Anytime I'm even feeling blue, I drink out of my Baymax mug.
Big Hero 6, like, I didn't realize this, but it had actually won a bunch of awards.
As a graphic novel or as a movie?
No, as the movie. They actually, with the graphic novel, or not the graphic, okay, so we'll get to that in a second. But with the awards, oh my goodness, they had an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature, Kids' Choice Award, Annie Award, Golden Globe Award for Best Feature again, a BAFTA award for Best Animated Film. So, like, if you have not seen Big Hero 6, I mean, we love it. We really love it. And you got that new Baymax shirt even. We were so excited about that.
I can't help myself.
Yeah.
He's an entity of healing.
I feel like it was successful, super successful film, but still doesn't get enough like credit. Even though it's so good, everyone loves it, it's still considered a good film. I just you don't see it as much. I mean, you see it in some of the shows. And
I think it's one of those things that, like,
a Baymax ride.
I think that younger generations actually have the Baymax cartoon as well. And I think it's one of those. I'm totally agreeing with you. Like, I'm saying that I think as children grow up and gain voice in adulthood, that we get to learn how they felt about a particular, title or genre, and how it's like impacting like the younger ones. So I think it has more reach than we think. I love it.
Well, also we have to, like, what's really interesting is that it was released at the Tokyo International Film Festival, the Abu Dhabi Film Festival, the El Capitan Theater. So it had these world releases. I think it's highly recognized around the whole world. Yeah. And a lot of Disney films are, but this is just such a heartwarming, good film. So getting to Marvel
with a lot of tension and intrigue as well. I mean, it's got everything.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. There's a lot. Yeah. It's in a good story. But with CEO Bob Iger, they had acquired Marvel, and they wanted to. Basically, they were talking like, go and look at the Marvel comics and let's use something and so they found Big Hero 6. They actually didn't like study the comic though. They wanted to tell their own story, and so Sam
just take the IP.
They made up San Fran.
Yes. Don't make San Fran, Tokyo.
Yeah, they made that up and so forth.
I'm usually not good at that. I mean, come on.
You did it. So they really created the story that they wanted to with this. And I love it. I love what they did. I think they did great. And then with Baymax, they wanted a robot that was different. Really different from any, you have a lot of concepts like the Terminator and different like robots throughout film and TV. And Baymax is nothing like those.
Right. Actually, every time there's a meet and greet, you gotta give him a hug.
He's one of the few robots that you're like, okay, I want that.
Yeah, look at that, Mr. Musk.
Like that people aren't afraid of.
But we do love the concept of it. No, I'm fine with the current concept.
Yeah, love Baymax. So incredible film. Like I said, it did really well in the box office. Obviously won so many awards, and the concepts they had for it, the music, everything really, really turned out well. So go check it out this week if you have time, or commemorate it however you would like.
With a hug. With a warm hug.
Definitely with a warm hug. Yes. You gotta have that. All right, moving on to November 8th, 1973. Another animated film. So this is 73. So way before Baymax. Robin Hood is released in theaters. Yep. Yeah. Love this one.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even our son Miles, he loves Robin Hood too. Right. And
it's in the era of Bedknobs and Broomsticks too.
Genre.
Yeah.
But
sometimes my brain will switch scenes between these two films.
Oh, because of the animation they do in Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Yeah. So for this film, they used 350,000 drawings were made for the production, with over 100,000 painted cells and 800 painted backgrounds. That's impressive. That's very, very impressive. Yeah. So with Robin Hood, this is something that they talked about. Walt Disney wanted to do all the way back right after Snow White. It just kept getting shelved and didn't actually come around till the 70s with Ken Anderson heading it up, and so they it did well. It actually really did well on the release date and everything, and critically it did well. But then later, people complained, or it didn't.
Oh, interesting.
There's some negative reviews or negative complaints about it after it was successful, which is like really strange to me. But it has a cult following, of course. So I mean, we love it. It's a great film. Yeah, it's a Disney fan favorite for sure.
A popular remix sample as well, like from the Disney Radio Disney days. I mean, don't they use that for like that? What was that Crazy Frog song? I mean, Robin Hood is is sampled for Crazy Frog, I believe.
Oh.
So, and I think Disney, or Radio Disney, blew that up. So, very much in what is now expired, but, more current culture.
Yes, definitely. So, with the character creation, of course, they had the characters be animals. And so Robin Hood got him, like Ken Anderson said, like he would be the fox, and then of course Maid Marian should be a vixen, but then Little John, with his size and everything, was a big
awesome.
She is.
Yeah, you said vixen.
An overgrown bear, which makes total sense for Little John to be this. And then of course Friar Tuck is a badger. They were gonna go with a pig, but they thought that would be like, I don't know, like a slant to
like
the church or whatnot.
Right.
So they changed him. And then Richard the Lionhearted, of course, the lion. But I really like Prince John as he's this the Slytherin consort,
Yes.
It makes a lot of sense with his behaviors and everything. So
right.
I think they just got it right
good.
with the choice
I guess
of
this
animals.
is in the Jungle Book time as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
All in that universe.
Yeah, so, it was also around the time of Treasure Island. Well, after, but in Treasure Island, Disney wanted to, like, break up some of the story and put that as an animation in Treasure Island. So I'm so glad they didn't, and we have this whole full, like, Robin Hood film. But this was the film that they did right after Aristocrats. So that's kind of weird. I kind of, in my mind, I think Aristocrats is after, but it was actually...
You would feel that it would be.
Yeah, Aristocrats, 1970, and then Robin Hood.
Amazing.
So another cool film.
All that beat and jazz, and then right into a classic.
Yeah, they said they wanted to do a classic after doing Aristocrats.
Love it.
So changing things up. I get it. We kind of think the same way.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. But awesome film. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Of course, Big Hero 6, this movie on Disney Plus.
Yes.
So you can check it out there. And then moving on to November 10th, 1950, film executive and producer and theatrical producer Peter Schneider is born in Wisconsin.
Wow.
Which is great. He was
Renaissance boy.
From 1985 to 1999, he was the president of Disney's feature animation department, and this was the Disney Renaissance period, what they call it, was starting with The Little Mermaid,
Beauty and the Beast,
yep,
Aladdin.
all the big films, and so
everything in Fantasmic.
Yes, so he, was president of animation, so he really was responsible for what was going on with that great success and part of something that was so good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to be so excited because the old guard and the 9 old men, like before that, like we love them, they're beloved, but what happened in the Renaissance, so celebrated.
Well, I think keeping things going and making it like move into a new generation. So I meant to say he was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I just said Wisconsin, but we know Milwaukee.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's cool. So with Don Hahn, he actually produced Waking Sleeping Beauty, which is on Disney Plus.
That's so true.
So if you really want a good history of this Renaissance period, go watch that. I know we've talked about it before, and
it's Miles'
one of Miles' favorite. He's watched it so many times. I think he really loves it too because they have original footage from the animators filming themselves and everything. So I
takes
think
you right into the studio.
Yeah, I think someone from his being born in 2007, being able to see that time period, just makes it more real for him. So for younger generations, it's great. For us too, it's great, even though we're used to what happened in the 80s. It's nice to see what was going on. We weren't over there with them in Burbank. So yeah, he was responsible. And then lastly, he's also a world champion bridge player.
There you go.
That's cool.
Watch out.
Won the world Transnational Open Teams Championship in 2005.
Wow.
And he possesses the World Bridge Federation title of World Life Master.
That's exceptional. That's like, so I was going to literally like make some like little quips. I'm like searching for a joke here, and there's nothing. It's untouchable.
This is impressive.
That's some bridge master.
Good for you, Schneider. That's awesome. Peter Schneider. Yep.
Unbelievable. He must carry cards.
Yeah, I find that highly successful people, like, they don't just like aren't just highly successful at the one thing that they're doing. They tend to have some other things that they're highly successful as also.
Bridge.
So really, really cool. You have to go look that up.
He was a bridge over troubled water in animation. And brought us the new Renaissance.
Yes.
Man, what a bridge builder.
Yeah, definitely. And moving on to November 11th, 1994, The Santa Claus is released.
Oh man, in there already. Well, we are in the spirit, and it is
definitely time for Christmas.
And the new one's coming out, if not out.
Right, so that's why we wanted to talk about this one today.
Disney Plus.
Of course, you can watch all of these. This is it's just a staple for Christmas. Like, we watch it, I think, every year. It's on the TV.
For sure.
And there's 3 versions of it. And of course, the one, it's going to be a limited series. So it's not a film. It's going to be a series.
The new?
The new one. And it's going to have Tim Allen in this one, too. So, but I think this is Tim Allen's last one.
One would suspect.
We'll see what happens.
But the vault doesn't always close and stay that way. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. But he will be in this one. So he is, that's his big role. And then, so with the production of this film, obviously this one did well. It's just I don't know how well I didn't look up how all the films did. But I mean, for us, we enjoy all 3.
I think the sweaters carry it. You know, all the Tim Allen sweaters. I think Tim Allen sweaters carry it.
Oh, okay.
That's what brings the success.
So the film
clearly,
shot...
I mean, in Christmas in the Cranks, he like pulls those sweaters again. It's Christmas sweaters. Wear them proud. Okay,
so it was shot at Raleigh Studios in Hollywood, California. But of course, it's also a cold film. You need so they were on location in Greater Toronto area with Oakville serving as the city of Lakeside, Illinois. So like the storyline, it's Lakeside, Illinois, but they were actually in Canada.
That's Hollywood magic, or Trebek magic,
and then
Toronto magic.
Of course, the reindeer were coming from the Toronto Zoo. Well, I mean, that's probably where they were just holding them there, Yeah.
I actually saw some animatronic reindeer for sale on Etsy. Yeah, $6,000, but it was pretty good. I was like, wow, you could be.
I don't think we need that. You could be the
hero of your local.
Well,
I was thinking it would be something you would like donate to your town for like the local Santa cabin or whatever that they do. So
the Friends of Santa. Yeah, definitely. Interesting fact about this film was that Tim Allen wasn't the first picked. They actually went to Bill Murray, Chevy Chase.
Before Tim Allen, both of those. Interesting.
Which is shocking because, like...
No, I can see the Bill Murray because he was in Scrooge. Yeah, that's perfect.
But he didn't want to do it because he had just been in Scrooge.
It's just so weird because they had a contract with Tim Allen for, Home Improvement with ABC. Maybe not at the time.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they actually asked Tom Selleck, Tom Hanks, and Mel Gibson. So
they went to Mel Gibson before Tim Allen.
I don't know.
Is that real?
That's what it says. I was really surprised too because it just can you see anyone but Tim Allen? It's hard to see him.
It's just interesting. Yeah. I mean, he was kind of a niche and tool time in it, so maybe they didn't think that he had cross appeal, but he had super family, super. Wow, it's crazy. You just rewrote history. That better be true.
It's true.
That better be true.
But we got Tim Allen.
Are you trying to ruin Christmas?
No, Christmas is fine. Well, he got
Next year you tell me Santa's not real.
What?
You are just a Scrooge.
Nobody would say that. Don't even say that. Why would you say that?
La 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 la.
All right, we better just move on. Lastly, this week, November 13th, 1984, Donald Duck's 50th birthday is broadcast on CBS. Yes. So this was so interesting, first of all, because his birthday is not November 13th, so don't go thinking that it is. It's June 6th, I believe. So let's remember that. We're not talking about his birthday. We're talking about his.
He'll get very upset.
His 50th birthday celebration. Exactly. So this was a broadcast on TV because of his 50th celebration. He actually did a world tour. Like, he went to airports, showed up at all these different places, and part of his world tour is in this episode.
Wings must have been very tight.
It's like a 45-minute broadcast, so you can check it out. Of course, his birthday was The Little Hen. That's where he debuted in 1934, and so
a much different Donald.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You know, we all change and evolve over time, and Donald has changed like we all do, right?
Yes. Honestly, cute from the beginning, though.
The birthday tour was, to be clear, a worldwide tour. He went to Europe, Japan, the U.S., and made all these different stops and performances. Mm-hmm. So that was really, really cool. So for the actual broadcast, there was tons of stars who came to wish Donald a happy birthday. Dick Van Dyke was the host, which made it really cool. Mm-hmm. You had Ed Asner, Bruce Jenner, Cloris Leachman, Kenny Rogers, Donna Summer, Andy Warhol. Yeah. I guess he was big, so you're gonna have to go check it out. Yeah, for sure.
Andy, I've been an Andy Warhol fan since I was like 11 years old. So his retrospective came to the Art Institute of Chicago when I was in 7th grade, and my mother made sure that I got there. It was the same year that the Warhol Diaries were published as well. Big year for Andy.
Awesome. Yeah. Also Henry Winkler, John Ritter, Anthony Daniels, Clarence Nash, and John Harlan.
Love it.
Really, really cool. You had Jim Henson and Kermit. Yeah. So that was fun. So you gotta go check this out. It's on YouTube.
Love it.
Celebrating his birthday that wasn't on November 13th, but the show broadcast, because it was like a culmination. They couldn't just, he went and traveled the whole year. So that's impressive. I hope, someday I get to have a birthday where I go to all these countries and get a celebration.
Hey, I'll do my best. No, that's goals.
No, it's really cute. It's so cool that Donald gets commemorated this way.
They are building jets or planning jets right now that could make that dream possible.
Oh, okay.
That, to like pick a couple of countries and make it around like in a very short trip. I love that. Even if you do flyovers, I think whenever they do jets that are that fast, people will like actually purchase flyovers just to go around the earth and look down on countries. That would be awesome. Yeah, definitely.
But guys, that is it for this week in Disney. Lots going on, lots to watch, and lots going on that's gonna be coming in the future, and lots of holiday celebrating to do. So we hope you guys are having fun, and tell us in the comments what you guys are up to and how your holidays are going so far. Did you put up your tree yet? We'd love to know.
Yeah, confess. Your cheer is welcome here.
Yes. But that's it for This Week in Disney, and we'll see you